I'm a Power BI developer. This project is about the estimate prevalence of autism spectrum disorder, ASD, in the United States. 15 years ago, our family life changed with my son's autism diagnosis. Since then, we have embarked on a remarkable journey alongside other families with similar situation. Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, is neurodevelopmental disorder, social interaction, and behavior. Its exact cause remains uncertain. Environmental factors are believed to play significant role. The prevalence of autism spectrum disorder has a continuous increase in the United States. Like if we look at it, in the 1970, there were like 1 to every 10,000 children with this spectrum. In 2021, there are 1 to every 44 children. I wanted to gain a deeper understanding of the data with a visual journey from 2000 to 2020 using Power BI. I conducted this study to visually explore and understand the prevalence of ASD, uncover insight, and get estimate of ASD families on the same journey that I am at. The study was done using available data source from the National Center for Health Statistics, the US Census Bureau, and other sources. The report will compare the estimate prevalence of ASD with the population and generate information that can help get better understanding and compare with population changes. Gathering the project data was challenging as it required compiling information on population by state, gender, autism prevalence, and more from multiple sources. I extracted and consolidated the data. Into a comprehensive Excel spreadsheet, creating the data set from the master ASD project. To ensure consistency and accuracy of the dashboard, I created a data dictionary and established connection between the master data table and the calendar table, facilitating a deep understanding of the data in its relationship. Using DAX, I developed 4 key performance indicator KPIs for ASD population, total population, ASD population year over year, and total population year over year. Furthermore, I included 3 sub-KPIs that showcase estimate male and female population with ASD, along with the percentage of ASD in relation to the overall total population. The dashboard I created included a year slider going from 2000 to 2020, 4 KPIs, 3 sub-KPIs, 2 arrows indicating positive and negative trends, a year stack column chart, a stack column chart with region drilled down to states, a scattered chart by location, and a US map by state. Project challenge included combining data from multiple sources, as I stated earlier, creating the master data set, creating DAX formulas was the other challenge, and ensuring project was visually appealing with appropriate color selection was the other one. Some of the findings was positive insight. In the year 2020, year-over-year change in ASD prevalence in Washington, D.C. dropped by 1.22, meaning there were less compared to the previous year. Now, when we look at this, you will see that the ASD year-over-year was minus 0.22, and the population year-over-year also dropped by 5.28. This decline of population could be linked to the onset of COVID-19, as people may have relocated from DC, impacting both the total population and the ASD population reduction. The negative insight occurred in the state of New Jersey, where the ASD year-over-year in 2000 was 8.75 compared to the previous year. Now, if you look at this, you will see, let's go to New Jersey, 8.75, and Total population was also increasing at a rate of 4.28. In 2008, ASD population in South Dakota experienced a significant increase of 7.57 compared to the previous year, while overall population only grew by 0.95 for that duration of time. This notable surge in ASD cases could be attributed to increase in awareness or updates in diagnostic criteria during that period. The study reveals that autism spectrum disorder ASD prevalence is significant reality and exceeds the overall population. If we look at the year 2000, US population was 279 million. If we look at the year 2020, US population is 328 million. That is an increase of 17.6% on the US population. Now let's go to the ASD population. In the year 2000, ASD population was 1.59 million, and the year 2020 ASD population is 2.4 million. That is an increase of 52.9%. This comparison shows that ASD population is growing at a rate of 300% compared to the population increase, which raises concern. And also, if we look at the overall, in the year 2000, the amount of ASD population from total population was 0.57% versus in the year 2020, it's 0.73%. Some highlights in the data show that a consistent increase in ASD prevalence, which higher increase in 2008 due to change in diagnostic criteria. The increase is not consistent across every state, and there is a need for a standardized approach to improve accurate diagnosis and prevalence information. The data also show a higher prevalence of ASD in male compared to female, which is at a ratio of 4:1. My suggestion would be increase funding for research, early detection, intervention, and support service while promoting inclusive education, community engagement, and collaboration among stakeholders. The economic factor due to rising cost therapy service as well as increasing ASD population must be addressed because population growth is much less than ASD growth, and multifaceted approach is suggested to address this issue. Key item: promoting community autism support can help smooth the journey for the ones traveling in it. Our journey continues. From this study, I learned we are not alone. As of 2020, my son is part of the 2.4 million population with ASD, and that there are millions of families with similar challenges on the journey that we are in. I will continue to accept, adapt, and advocate for my son and families with ASD. Hope you join me and other ASD support team in your area and do the same.